and talk about Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Now, this this Game 3 it was really weird, and like it had a bunch of twists and turns that I really wasn't expecting in this game. But the Celtics they ended up winning 106 to 99. So Kristaps even though he wasn't playing in this game, it didn't matter for the Celtics in the end as they were able to win. And it wasn't always that easy, however. I mean, the Mavericks, they started out really strong in the first quarter, and they were outscoring the Celtics pretty badly, but the Celtics were still able to continue to score, and they were able to match in scoring at the end of the first quarter, and they were tied up until like the half. Like they were really close. Like Dallas was only up by 1 point, and then Boston got up by a huge lead in the third quarter, and it seemed like Boston was just going to blow them out again at home. But then the Dallas Mavericks were able to rally, and it was only up until the very end where it was like at 4 minutes, I believe, in the fourth quarter, Luka Doncic ended up fouling out, and that ultimately the score was like 93 to 90, and the Mavericks they were down by 3, so it was really a winnable game if Luka was able to stay in the game, and he was having a really good game as well. And I'll show the rest of the players and their really good stats. I mean, like a lot of players had a really good game. We have Jaylen Brown. He ended the game with 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. So overall, great performance from Jaylen Brown. And since this Game 3 performance, he has been the considered now the favorite to win the Finals MVP. Ever since this performance, his odds to win it now just increased. So, and not only that, there was also um, hold on just 1 second. There was also some other really good performances from the other players as well, and there's Luka Doncic who ended the game with 27 points. Obviously, like he was a fantastic player. And then there were six. He ended the game with 6 rebounds as well and 6 assists. And unfortunately, like he fouled out at the end of the fourth quarter, and that ended up being the deciding factor of the game. Also, Kyrie Irving, he ended up playing really well in this game, and he ended up scoring 35 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Not really good on the other stats, but overall, a really good game from Kyrie. Finally, he was able to put the ball in the basket, and there was also I mean, the Celtics as a whole, they didn't really play that good. It was really Jaylen Brown and oh, I completely forgot to do Jason Tatum. I completely forgot to do Jason. Hold on just 1 second. Let me just go ahead and reshare the um reshare the screen to show Jason Tatum stats. I completely forgot to do Jason Tatum. And this is arguably his best performance so far in the postseason. Hold on just 1 second. There we go. He ended the game with 31 points and 6 rebounds and 5 assists. And he shot the ball um, not particularly well from three, but I mean, 31 points is 31 points. So it's like, but Jaylen Brown, he ended the game with um, shooting 2 for 9 from three as well. So it's like they aren't really shooting that well from three, but overall from the field, they're playing really well as a team. And it's like, again, it's really difficult to beat a team that's just this well rounded overall. Despite the fact that Luca, he could have probably ended the game with better numbers if he didn't foul out, which was like the biggest problem for the Dallas Mavericks in this game. And Kyrie, he couldn't do it all alone in the end of the game, despite the fact that they were only down by 3 points. And I mean, Kyrie, he ended up playing 45 minutes and he shot 13 for 28 from the field and 4 for 6 from 3. So remember how in the previous podcast I mentioned before how he was not able to hit a single 3-pointer in the first 2 games of the series? Well, he finally was able to hit 3-pointers, and it really, unfortunately, it came at a really bad time because Luka had to foul out. So it was a really good performance for nothing for Kyrie. And Luka, he shot really poorly from 3 as well. He was 1 for 7, but I mean, he still had 27 points. The rest of the team didn't really help him. PJ Washington, he ended the game with shooting 3 for 9 from the field, 13 points. And Daniel Gafford, he only ended the game with 6 points. And Derek Lively was 5 for 6 from the field and ended the game with 11 points. And let me just go ahead and look at the stats. Josh Green, he only ended with 3 points. And the rest of the team, Tim Hardaway Jr., he has not hit a single shot since May, which is it's a crazy stat. And May 19th. He has not hit a single shot since May 19th. That is horrible. And he's really not helping the team. Luka Doncic Kyrie finally decided to play well, but Luka's been the main reason why this team has been where it's at. And the fact that he fouled out late in the game just doesn't help his situation. So hold on, there's someone in the chat. As a Celtics fan, I kind of feel bad for Kyrie. Well, I'm very surprised for that. Christopher Shepard. I mean, most of the Celtics fans, they cannot stand Kyrie. They love the fact that they're exacting their revenge, so to say, because, they just cannot stand the fact that Kyrie lied to them. But, also, Kyrie he still hasn't won a game between the Celtics. I believe it's been 13 games now that he hasn't won in a row. And this game was back and forth. It was an early double-digit lead from Dallas, and then it was erased by halftime. Kyrie showed up, but Tatum also showed up in this game. And there was Boston couldn't miss in the third quarter, but Dallas couldn't hit a single shot in the third quarter, and it looked like it was going to be over right then and there. But then Dallas went on a massive run, but it was cut short because then Luka Doncic fouled out, and that ultimately decided the game. So it looks like the Celtics are going to sweep the Dallas Mavericks in the series, or at the very least win the series, because there has never been a single team in the history of the NBA that has lost in any series when they were up 3-0. And most of those series end in a sweep. So I don't really expect the Celtics to be no different. So that's all I have for you guys in the first segment. So next we will go ahead and talk about the second segment, where we are looking at JJ Redick and the potential opportunity that he has to be the next coach for the Lakers. So I will be right back after the short break. Be sure to stay tuned.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the